Alright guys, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I just had myself a good hour break. I actually ate some good lunch food, ate some good burritos with the hot sauce with the sobe on the side. And now I'm saying, but you know what, I'm not about to go there. But anyway, without further ado, let's start up the trial again. Alright, witness's account continued. The time of poor Hammond's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. I'm an old lady. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination! Let's do it! The time of poor Hammond's death was 2:30 p.m. Press. How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. The only person I saw go to the studio, presser. Gotta press on all accounts, man. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking past by at all. Right. No one else went there. She really pushing it. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1? Well, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. You sure about that? God damn it, Wright! The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, Edgy Boy. Oh my god, Edgy Boy. Oh, the windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all, or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. He ain't say that to her. You know he would have got popped in his mouth. Alright. Powers' photo. We already showed that. Samurai spear. Guide map. Card key for studio employees grants entry into Studio 1. Now this is interesting. Wait. I think I have something. I just need to think. Think the murder weapon broke. Mend it with duct tape. But in that photo it doesn't show it. I don't know. Cause look, the samurai spear, if you read it, a break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Is that in the photo? Hold on, let's see. The only person I saw go to the studio before there was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. I have no clue what to do. This is interesting. What would I need to present? The time of death hammer. Yup. She's right on that, right? 2:30. The time of death 2:30. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. What can we bring up here? I have no clue what to bring up. We gotta think. We gotta think. Come on, guys. We gotta think. We gotta think. We gotta think. Alright. Time of death 10:15. Or not 10:15, but 2:30 p.m. Blah 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 blah. He's dragging one leg. Touch the check button to examine. October 15, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. This is... I have no clue what to do. A murder weapon. A break in the shaft has been amended with duct tape. We don't need the guide map. Card key for studio employees. Maybe the card key. Let's press. Let's press again just to be sure. How do you know that? I gave donuts to the young detective and then after some blah 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 blah. Press. No one else went there. Employee area before then, and I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Could they had? Maybe it's something to do with the location. Maybe they could have got through somewhere else. Let's check the gate. If I had seen them, they would have. Let's present the guide map. Nope. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Whoops, that didn't go so well. Whoops. No one else went there. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30. Yep. The only... Alright, hold on. Remember the picture? It said it was picture number 2. So maybe we gotta present the picture again? That's the only thing I can think of. It says photo number 2. Yes! I was right! Yes! Let's go! Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sir, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Hole in the ground, hole in the ground. That's my shit. Hole in the ground, hole in the ground. Oh yeah, hole in the ground. Right. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. photo number 2. There we go. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Like, oh my god! Oh yes! We're finally getting somewhere, guys! Order! Order! God damn it! Stop getting hype! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. This is a court of law. Stop getting hype. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day. That there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone would access the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. God damn! But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Think, old lady. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer thingies. Edgy boy, help! Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. A whippersnapper too. You're a hooligan. Uh-oh. Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Like, oh my god, this lady, what is her problem? I see. Your testimony, please. God damn it, old lady. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do too. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Really? Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please continue with the cross-examination. Well, I say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Jeez, man. A lot of the stuff she is saying is very vague. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. So, first things first, let's press her on everything. We can't just randomly just throw evidence out there. I gotta think. That's right, I checked all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I looked closely at every one of those photos that security camera takes. Do you back up all the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I'm an old lady. I'll throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. So who was it? You gotta at least tell us who it was on that photo when you threw it out. How exactly do you determine what is suspicious looking? What isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. This isn't a game. I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will's Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. A fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Are you kidding me? The grate has been loose for a while. It leaves outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? They're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh. What? Hey, oh my god! What the hell is going on? Order in my court! Turn off that damn music! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about the 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well we see his type every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade, I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. God damn it. Windy old bag. What'd you say? Windy old bag. That's your name, isn't it? October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. WP? Yes. Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So, who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I can't imagine anyone who would want to steal a samurai costume. So, what does this leave me? It doesn't look good, bro. Sniff! You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. Oh crap. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey Nick, it's time. Let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Hey, yeah, let's do this. Oh my god. The court will now reconvene with the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Oh shit, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person that, other than Mr. Powers, that could have been murdered? The security lady? The assistant girl. Obviously they already ruled this schoolboy out. The security lady, I doubt it. It could also have been the security lady, but the assistant girl. Let's call her out. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in the dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying that the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, uh-oh. Bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Powers and poor Hammer were at the run-through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. That's right. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume, but she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. That kind of takes the legs out of under that case. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned. No! Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. May we move on, Mr. Wright? This fight isn't over yet. The security lady? It was the security lady! Windy old bag! Whoa! The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injuries. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, old bag. What? Whippersnapper? Like, oh my god, the old lady is a murderer! Order! Order! Is this true, old bag? Old bag? That's Miss Old Bag to you. Miss Old Bag was standing. Miss Old Bag. Miss Old Bag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through this trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could have pointed the finger at Mr. Powers, and I'm so sorry for that long delay. My mic turned off on accident. I hit the mic. My bad. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here, Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump on with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Uh-oh. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that so? Edge boy, don't you sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. And press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a goddamn minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! That one whose photo I erased. There was no way he could equip the damn samurai stuff. He's only a grade schooler. So as you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter! When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds top. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could have not committed this murder? The sphere? The spear? Oh, he didn't really need the card key, did he? The samurai spear. Take that! Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something Oldbagger. Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. Yo, the dialogue is too hilarious. That is all. The court is adjourned. This old bag's going to jail. Wait a second. What the? I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. I'm talking. Uh-oh. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Witness, my lips were sealed. Oh my god. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, save the game, take a short break, and once we come back, we'll be back with more Phoenix Wright. So I'll see you guys very shortly. So peace.